Hi guys, it is Stace with Mystic Musings, me the we. And let's see what today's quest is. Okay. Sumurwa. What is today's daily guidance? Sumbala sakadabro subra sakadamara subra sakadamala subru sakadamara sakadamara subru sakadini ala subru sakadamara sakadina o sakadamawa o sakadibi alo subru sakadami koshaka ai shuka mara subru sakadamara sakadamara subri sakadwa ala subru sakadamara sugurmara sudikade sakadamara subru sakadamara sakadabru sakadamara subru sakadamara subru sakadamara subru sakadana shikada umbale sakadamawa Umbale. Hello, dear ones. It is most pleasing for us to be here with you once more on this fine, fine day. We, no. Okay, that just got interrupted. Apologies. Very interesting. All right, so let's just roll with it and see where we go, shall we? Because we oh, that is so funny. Okay. All right, so this morning I had a couple of girlfriends over and I played my crystal bowls for them. They came over so I could get a little bit of practice. I got my bowls a little while ago now, but I've probably only played them half a dozen times. And usually it's only one or two bowls at a time, not the entire chakra set. So there was still a part of me that thinks that I need more practice, right? Because you're just teaching yourself. And it's your body posture and keep ensuring that you're staying in your flow, stay out of your mind, stay in your heart. And I remember a girlfriend of mine who plays beautifully and is deeply connected, making the expression that when I was asking her about them for some advice, and her saying the bowls play you. You don't play the bowls play you. And I was thinking, well, I'm not sure what she means by that because I'm trying to play the bowls and I suck. I mean, my husband was enjoying, 5 or 10 minutes of it, but you would hear the buffering, you'd hear a little bit of the scraping. And like anything, when you first begin it, it's practice, right? It's repetition. That's how momentum is built. And so I've had the inspiration to actually do sound baths for groups, probably for quite a while now. And I haven't done it because I haven't built momentum of my flow with the bowls. I haven't practiced, right? I hadn't found that 0 point where the bowls and I became one. And so I hadn't done it. Even though I've got the bowls, I've got the space, and I go to a yoga studio with an amazing, beautiful yogi every Monday for a sound bath, and I love it. And I'm like, well, I go and enjoy it here. But why don't I do it myself? And there were all the reasons, right? All the mind reasons. And so really, I'm having some girlfriends over. I had two of them. One of them had come before and got like a small session and she returned today. And then another friend who hadn't I hadn't played 4K. And perfect position, right? Outside, under a magnificent tree beside the river. Like, you couldn't ask for a more idyllic environment. And so we played. And I just thought I felt safe with these people. I knew they'd give me, honest appraisal, honest feedback on how they found it, how they experienced it. I also knew that they'd been to enough sound baths of their own that they could give me, tips, what worked, what didn't work for them. And that was my intention, right? Like, it didn't really matter how it went because I was just having a crack. And they're my mates. So no pressure for the mind. And so I didn't need to control anything. I just went, let's do this. Let's have some fun. Let's see how we go. And it was amazing. And not because it was amazing in comparison to any sound baths I've been to or in any comparison whatsoever. It was amazing because the bowls played me. It was amazing because I became one with the bowls. So because I had let go of needing to control it or having a outcome, because I'd let that go, the mind was no longer criticizing, critiquing, thinking. Because I'd taken the parameters off it and I was just giving it a go. I was just having fun. Let's see what happens. And in that surrender, in that willingness to let go of the parameters of control, it flowed. It flowed, thee flowed, we flowed. Me, thee, and we. All aligned. And it was amazing. I had a beautiful time. I received the sound healing. They had a beautiful time. They went super deep. They had their own experiences. And it was bloody perfect because it was a little bit overcast here today. And when I was setting up the blankets and everything else out under the tree, all the dark clouds came over. And I remember looking up and going, don't you bloody dare rain on us. And then just left it. And as we finished, and we'd come out of it, we'd come back into our bodies, softly started to drizzle. And I just had to laugh because it was like, that was perfect. Because it was actually quite beautiful, that little bit of drizzle, that cleansing energy from the earth, right? Just slowly, softly floating down. And so I guess today, and just like this now moment, when we've come on to me, thee, we, me with what is the guidance, thee giving light language, sound and frequency, response, flow, speaking directly to the cells of the being, and then stop. And there's no thing. And it's a no thing, it's the void where all exists. And then I knew exactly what we were speaking about today. And it was that control. It was that human mind, autopilot need to control. Things that actually you've got no hope in hell of controlling. I've got no hope in hell of controlling how they experience their experience of the sound bath. I've got no hope in hell, of whether it rains or it doesn't rain. And for those of you that are very high frequency beings, I'm talking generally. Okay? Let's just leave it generally. So it was a surrender. So today, if you truly wish to be free, if you truly want to live your best life, if you truly want to experience the genius of you, surrender. Surrender into the pure simplicity of the fact that the only thing that you have any control over in this life is you, and how you choose to perceive and to receive anything, anyone, any space, any place, any person, any circumstance, any situation. Because the only thing that makes and gives anything meaning is you and the story you tell about it. And it can either be a story that gives breath, gives expansion, gives love, gives light, gives awareness, gives expansion, gives the divine, real eyes. You realize, you look through your real eyes, or you can give it the meaning or the story of something that contracts you, that frustrates you, that makes you sad, that gives your power away. Because that's the control you have. You have the power to give your story and line up with your divinity, or line up with the story, the lack, the limitation, the scarcity, whatever it is. You are so free in this life to choose, to create, that you can choose bondage. That's how free we are in this human experience, this human journey. There's no one but you creating for you. And when you finally allow yourself to perceive and receive that, the magic happens. So me, thee, we, it's all one. And today, what if you simply surrendered? What if you simply surrendered the need to control others or anything outside of yourself, and started choosing to instead create that which ignites, inspires, and delights you? Just for shits and giggles, why not? All right, everyone, this is me, thee, we. This is Mystic Musings. This is the quest that I am on. Enjoy your Friday wherever you are in the world. If this resonates, you're welcome. If this activates and triggers, you're welcome. And if it doesn't, that's not for you. And simply scroll on. And for now, we are complete. I love you as I love myself. Ciao.